Catch made by the third baseman, Michael Ray. 1 out. Sammy Coffrin led off with a base hit. Josh Wharton has scored twice, both times reaching were a double and a walk. Also stole the base in the 5th inning. Coffrin led off with the base hit. He's there now with 1 out. Ball in the dirt, but blocked by Martinez. One ball, no strikes. Swing, and this one is fouled back. Count is 1-1. 1 out. We're tied at 7 in the bottom of the 6th. That impending weather likes to wreak havoc with Wi-Fi. There are storms supposedly approaching. Saul Araz throws to first. Coffrin, not an excessive lead off first, not too short either. Here's the 1-1 to Wharton. Runners going, and Wharton is hit by the pitch. Coffrin got a fantastic jump. He's at second now as Wharton hit by the pitch. So the potential go-ahead run at second base. E.J. Alvarez has popped up 3 times. Once to center, once to short, once to second. One out, 2 men on base. Eagles trying to take the lead for the first time in the series. Good swing by Alvarez, but he fouled it back. No balls and a strike. Pitch on the way, and this one hits Alvarez, and the bases are loaded. And E.J. will hustle to first. 2 consecutive hit batsmen loads him up. Coffrin led off with a base hit. Gilliatt popped up on a bunt attempt. Both Wharton and Alvarez hit. And we have ourselves an infielders conference on the mound with Parker Lafferty at the plate. He is 3 for 3 with 2 separate RBI singles. And I'm told that Lafferty has been hitting the ball like crazy since getting a new pair of batting gloves. Keep those on, Parker. Let's see if they pay off again. Potential go-ahead run just 90 feet away. 2 more Eagles on base. First pitch to Lafferty. It's down in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. And a pitch. There's a drive into center field. That's going to get down. Coffrin scores. Wharton rounds third. He'll score. Here comes Alvarez. And Lafferty has himself another 3-run double. The Eagles lead 10-7. It's been a 3-run double season for Parker Lafferty. That's his 3rd in the last few ball games. And the Eagles, taking advantage of some free bases, put 3 on the board for the 3rd consecutive inning. They actually got 4 in the 5th. And now Colby Kennedy with TBC leading 10-7. He steps in. And the first pitch gets away. And Lafferty takes third base. I was still writing down all those runs on the last play. That's a pass ball charge to the catcher. And Kennedy, a golden opportunity to drive in a run, and he fouls this one off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two hits in the inning, but 2 hit batsmen. Kennedy trying to extend the lead. Infield is in. That one is behind the hitter. 2 balls and a strike. One out. Contact likely to get a run home. High fly ball, not too deep. Kennedy will tag. Estrada makes the catch. Here comes Kennedy. The throw is high. It's off the mark. That's an RBI sacrifice fly for Kennedy as Lafferty scores the run. And the Eagles have scored 11 consecutive runs. Kennedy did exactly what he needed to do. Make sure he got one into the outfield. There are 2 outs and the base is empty with Will Van Sickle now at the plate. 1 for 2, an RBI double. Walked his last time. Takes the first pitch at the knees for a strike. Well, the hit batsmen are what hurt Araz just as much as the base hits. All 4 of those base runners have crossed the plate. Now it's going to be up to the Eagles bullpen to stop Atlantis. Remember, we're playing 9, just 1 game. Two strikes to Van Sickle. And this one is outside. That's ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. And a pitch. High pop-up. 4 men giving chase. It's going to be Granardo in shallow center field making the catch. And that ends the inning. But for the Eagles, 4 runs on 2 hits. Nobody left. After 6, Trinity Baptist leads 11-7. Trinity Baptist has scored 11 yet unanswered runs, and Mike Davis is looking to keep it that way after trailing 7-0. Coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th, it is now 11-7 as the Eagles got 3 in the bottom of the 4th, 4 in each of the 5th and the 6th. And now Mike Davis starts his 3rd inning of work. First pitch from Davis, and that's a strike. We have a new hitter for Martinez. And Davis delivers and gets a fastball for the strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Left-handed batter there again. No jersey numbers on the front of the t-shirt, so we can't see quite who it is just yet. And that one misses down low. That ball hits right in front of the bag. Van Sickle picks it up and steps on the bag for the out. The pinch hitter was Aaron Chavaria. So we'll see who takes over behind the plate in the bottom half of the 7th. Chavaria got the at-bat. Here's Justin Suarez. He's 3 for 4 with an RBI. And he takes the first pitch low and outside. That chopper for a moment looked like it was going to hit the base. Then you never know where it will go after that. But it didn't. It took a true hop at Van Sickle, and he was able to make the play easily. 2 balls, no strikes. Davis delivers. Off-speed pitch cued off the end of the bat. That's 2-1. Talk about fooling a hitter. Davis is a soft tosser, but that one is probably the softest one he's thrown. Two balls and a strike. Suarez drove a run in the first inning. That's when Atlantis got 6. And ball 3 is low and outside. Suarez started that inning walking, was erased on a fielder's choice, but then later drilled one into left. That brought home a run. Counts 3-1. Davis winds and delivers. High pop-up out of play, and that fills up the count. Aziel Gabarro, the next scheduled hitter, came into the ball game in the 5th. Two balls, 2 strikes rather, and a drive right down the line. That's a fair ball, and that will roll to the 320 sign, and Suarez will have himself his second double of the ball game. Only question about that is, would it stay fair? And it did. So Suarez in scoring position with 1 out. And this is Aziel Gabarro. He walked his first trip to the plate. So no official at-bat. Hitting .275 on the season. Davis with the pitch. Took something off it and got a strike. Was that a knuckleball he threw? It just floated on up there. 0-1. Fastball misses. After a lot of off speed, that fastball looks a lot faster than it's traveling. A ball and a strike, 1 out, runner at second. Eagles with a 4-run lead. They want to keep an eye on him, but not focus too much on the runner. And a swing and a foul back. Thank you, Mr. David Roth, for being patient with us as we've had some technical issues throughout the ball game. Hopefully we got it all situated now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Davis steps off the mound, putting Suarez back on the base. Gabarro digs back in, and the pitch. Outside, says the umpire. Davis really wanted the call but didn't get it. Now it's 2-2. Check of the runners and the 2-2 off speed. And Gabarro had to poke at that one, and he fouled it away. Two balls, two strikes. One out. Runner at second. Top of the seventh, 11-7 Eagles lead. High fly ball, shallow left field. Lafferty comes in, puts on the brakes, and makes the catch. So 2 outs. And the number 3 man, him again, Jonathan Vasallo. No way they're going to pinch hit for him the way he has swung the bat. Vasallo has 8 hits in this series. And that one eats up Kennedy. Suarez will round third. He will score. That should be an error on the shortstop. No RBI for Vasallo because 2 outs. Suarez, though, does score. It's 11-8. That run is unearned. And Davis delivers. High pop-up from Barrato. Wharton in foul territory. Makes the catch. That will end the inning. An unearned run pulls Atlantis 1 run closer. We go to the bottom of the 7th with Trinity Baptist leading 11-8. Brandon Huang, Gabriel LeBron, Sammy Coffrin for Trinity Baptist. Hitters 9, 1, and 2 in the batting order. Aaron Chavaria stays in the game. He's now behind the plate, taking over for Rodolfo Martinez. And Sal Araz back there on the mound. First pitch to Huang, chased a high fastball. Araz 1 1/3 innings. And this one is upstairs. That's 1-1. Ball and a strike. Huang tried to get out of the way, but as he spun around, the bat came with him, so that's strike 2. Arouse 1 1/3, 3 hits, 4 runs all earned. No walks, no strikeouts. He hit 2 batters. The 2 hits and the 2 hit batsmen last inning all came in. 11-8 Eagles. And this one misses upstairs. That's ball 2. Huang got an RBI walk in the 5th inning. He has walked twice and flied to right. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Sal Araz. And with 1 out, Gabriel LeBron at the plate drove in a run with a base hit his last time up. One out, base is empty. LeBron is 2 for 3 with an RBI. Fouls off the first pitch. No balls and a strike. TBC scored 11 in a row before Atlantis got 1 when they batted in the top half of this inning, and that's a base hit for LeBron, his 3rd of the ball game. Second time he's gone right up the middle. And he's at first with Sammy Coffrin coming to the plate. Coffrin has scored twice. Hit by a pitch in the 5th, singled in the 6th, also stole a base after getting hit by the pitch. So it's Coffrin at the plate, Gabriel LeBron at first, 1 out. LeBron good speed and a good lead. And Coffrin takes the first pitch inside. One ball, no strikes. Runner not going, and Coffrin lines one into center. That's a base hit. And back-to-back singles have put 2 on with 1 out. Hit number 5 allowed by Araz, and it brings up Mike Gilliott. He is 1 for 3 with a stolen base and a run scored, or actually Dylan Owens stole and scored. And we're going to have ourselves a timeout. And we're going to have a new pitcher. We'll tell you all about him in just a minute here on TBC Eagles. The new pitcher for Atlantis, sophomore from Miami, Florida, Jorge Rodriguez out of Hialeah Senior High School. He will take over, and he will inherit runners at first and second with one man out. Rodriguez will make his 8th appearance. He has started 5 times. He has 1 complete game, a 3-2 record, and a 3.98 ERA. Let's try that again. I was looking at Kevin Rodriguez. This is Jorge Rodriguez, his 8th appearance. He has started 3 times, no wins, 1 loss, 8.04 ERA, 15 2/3 innings, 21 hits, 18 runs, 14 of those earned. He has walked 9 and struck out 20 in 15 2/3. So his job is to keep Trinity Baptist from adding on to this current 3-run lead at 11-8 and give his offense a chance in the 8th and 9th. Inning started with a strikeout to Huang, then back-to-back singles into center from Gabriel LeBron and Sammy Coffrin. And now Jorge Rodriguez takes over. Michael Gilliatt at the plate. 1 for 3. And our first look at Jorge Rodriguez. He'll work from the stretch with 2 on, 1 out, and a pitch. Fastball outside. LeBron getting a really good lead off second base. One ball, no strikes, and a swing and a miss. Looks like we have a new second baseman out there as well. If I'm seeing that correctly, Jason Septimo. Started both games there last night. Here's a 1-1. A ball and a strike, 1 out. And a pitch to Gilliatt. Tried to check his swing and fouled it off. That is Septimo playing second base. A ball and 2 strikes. One out, 2 men on. Eagles lead by 3 and a pitch. And swung on and missed. The ball hit the ground. But that is strike 3. With the runner at first, less than 2 out. That batter is out. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 1 from Araz, 1 from Rodriguez. And Josh Wharton at the plate. He has reached base his last 3 times and scored all 3. A double, a walk, and a hit batsman. Officially, Wharton is 1 for 2, lined out in the first inning. Good speed on the bases. LeBron at second, Coffrin at first, but there are 2 out. And the first pitch nearly got Wharton. We do not notice any further changes for the Atlanteans. 1 ball, no strikes. And this one is right down the middle. Juan Tejera has a bat. He's in the on-deck circle. He would be batting for E.J. Alvarez. Wharton pokes this one foul. Tried to go the other way with it. A little bit behind, and it's 1-2. Eagles lead 11-8. Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Appreciate the compliment. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch is upstairs. That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cloud cover starting to come in, not quite as sunny on the field. Here's a 2-2. That one's in the dirt, but blocked by Aaron Chavaria, the catcher. Again, he batted for Martinez in the top half of the inning and stayed in the game. Runners will be going on the 3-2. 2 outs. Nobody holding them on, so they get an extra step or 2. There they go. Ball 4 will load up the bases, and Juan Tejera will step to the plate. LeBron at third, Coffrin at second, Wharton aboard at first, and it is Juan Tejera batting for Alvarez. In the 8th, barring any changes, Estrada, Ray, and Granado are the scheduled hitters for Atlantis. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Jorge Rodriguez on the bump, and the first pitch to Tejera, a little looper that's going to be caught by Septimo. Tejera got that one right off the very end of the bat, and in one pitch, the inning is over. Eagles load the bases but do not score. After 7, TBC 11, Atlantis 8. Mike Davis has been really good in 3 innings, just 1 unearned run, 4 hits, 1 walk. A double play helped him out a couple of innings ago, and now he will face 5, 6, and 7 due up. Barring any changes, that's Henry Estrada, Michael Ray, and Elvin Granado. Davis right now the pitcher of record. Henry Estrada at the plate. He has 3 hits, 2 runs batted in, and a run scored. He takes the first pitch for a strike. There's a chopper towards third. Snared by Wharton to throw. Pulls Van Sickle off the bag. That's going to be an error on the third baseman. Good throw, gets the runner. Wharton had to regroup after making the pick. And a runner at first with nobody out. Van Sickle tried to hold the bag, then realized he had to come off to try to make the catch. So Davis will have a runner at first, nobody out. Michael Ray 0 for 1, flew out to left his first time, and there's a drive headed toward the gap, but Lafferty's going to get there in time and make the catch. A runner's tagging. Good heads-up base running with Lafferty running away from the play at second after making the catch. And Estrada's in scoring position. Heads-up job by Henry Estrada. Not much Lafferty could do. First thing he had to do was catch the ball, and his momentum was taking him away from second base. And again, Estrada heads up. I was watching the play in left, and Estrada went back and tagged and took second base. So Granado a chance to drive and a run. Hit the ball very hard last time up just to have it caught in right. And he takes a strike. Granado 0 for 3, but he has an RBI and a run scored. No balls and a strike. Davis delivers, hits the batter, and Granado will just walk on down to first, and now the potential tying run is at the plate. Anthony Castillo would have been the batter, but he came out last inning, and now Septimo gets his first AB. Septimo last night in Game 1 had a base hit, a walk, a sacrifice bunt, and a strikeout. In Game 2, 0 for 3. He has 2 on, 1 out, and he takes the pitch for a strike. Septimo entered the series at 347. 1 strike. Davis delivers. Line drive, base hit. Kennedy couldn't quite come down with it. A run will score. Here's another man on his way to third. That's going to be a single and an error with the ball bobbled in left field. RBI for Septimo. It's 11-9. He will take second on the play. Granado takes third on the error in left. The run is unearned. It is 11-9. Tying runs in scoring position. Aaron Chavaria will be the batter. That's going to be it for Mike Davis. 2 unearned runs in 3+ innings. He is responsible for the 2 men on base. Ben Van Sickle takes over. His job is to keep those runners from scoring, because if they do, we're tied. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 8th, Lafferty, Kennedy, and Will Van Sickle, the scheduled hitters. Ben did a really nice job in relief in last night's ball game. That was in game number 1, 2 2/3 with 1 unearned run, just 1 hit and a strikeout. Overall, no wins, 1 loss. This is his 12th appearance. He has started twice, a 5.52 ERA, 14 2/3 innings, 18 hits, 18 runs, only 9 earned. He has walked 6 and struck out 9. The inning started with a wild throw for an error. Estrada then came around to score just a moment ago. There's been only 1 hit. There's also been a hit batsman. Septimo just got that base hit. And now runners are at second and third. It's 11-9. TBC trying to cling to this 2-run lead. And Van Sickle tasked with keeping those runners still. There is 1 out. Aaron Chavaria, 0 for 1, grounded to first his first time up. Left-hand hitting catcher. Top of the order up next. Ben Van Sickle ready to throw his first pitch. High fly ball, not too deep. LeBron coming in just behind the infield. Granado will tag. The throw knocked down by Gilliott. Granado wasn't watching. He missed an opportunity. Not sure if he really would have gone, but if you're not looking, you don't see that the ball got away. Gilliott couldn't find it. Will Van Sickle and Ben Van Sickle had to come in to help out the catcher. But Ben gets an out without the run scoring. 2 outs, now a tough man at the plate. Justin Suarez, he has hit his way aboard in 4 consecutive at-bats. He's been on base 5 times. He has a pair of doubles and a pair of singles. And they're not going to have any part of Suarez. They're going to put him on intentionally. Aziel Gabarro at the plate. Big opportunity for the Atlantean left fielder, and he takes the first pitch for ball 1. A chance for him to drive in a pair and tie up the ball game. A gapper could put his team back out in front. 1 ball, no strikes. And Sickle delivers and gets the call at the knees. Count is 1-1. Laffrey, Kennedy, Will Van Sickle due up in the bottom of the 8th. Ben winds and delivers. There's a drive down the right field line. That's going to drop in. Alvarez comes up firing. The throw to the plate will not be in time. We're tied at 11. Aziel Gabarro lines one to right, drives in both runs. They're both unearned. And we are tied. That ball right down the line. Suarez goes to third, so runners at the corners with 2 out. Both Granado and Septimo cross. All 3 runs in the inning unearned, but they count just as much. Justin Vasallo, the big man at the plate. Eagles have had a terrible time trying to get him out. 8 hits in the series. Reached on an error his last time up and is out in front of this one, and he drilled it foul. Doesn't matter which pitcher TBC has put on the mound. Vasallo has hit him well. Even the few outs he's made, not many of them, he hit the ball hard. 8th batter of the inning. And Sickle delivers in the dirt. Ball gets by. Suarez will score. Atlantis is back out in front, 12-11. Another unearned run puts Atlantis ahead 12-11. All 4 runs in this inning. Run charge to Mike Davis. And the 0-1, it is in the dirt. Actually, that was the 1-1, so that's ball 2. Well, the Eagles never gave up after trailing 7-0. Atlanteans never gave up after giving up 11 in a row. They now lead 12-11. That ball hits the batter. Vasallo will trot on down to first. So even when he doesn't get a base hit, he finds himself on the bag. Henry Estrada, he's over there at first base, but first it'll be Orlando Barado before Estrada, who would be the on-deck hitter. For a moment I thought Estrada was going to be a pinch runner, but he has to get back to the on-deck circle. And there he goes. Orlando Barado. 2 for 5, and a pitch taken for a strike. Mike Davis did a great job. He can no longer win it. Sal Araz can no longer lose it. There's a fly ball into right. Alvarez makes the catch. 4 unearned runs gives the Atlanteans a 12-11 lead as TBC comes to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Parker Lafferty, Colby Kennedy, Will Van Sickle, scheduled hitters for Trinity Baptist. Pitchers of record now are Ben Van Sickle for TBC and Jorge Rodriguez for Atlantis. It's a brand new ball game, 12-11. Eagles led 11-7, now find themselves behind by 1. First pitch to Lafferty, swung on and fouled back. Lafferty is 4 for 4, and he's driven in 5 runs. All 4 runs in the top half of the inning unearned. Rodriguez delivers. There's a high pop fly. Shallow right field. Easy catch. And 1 away. Colby Kennedy has driven in a couple of runs. 1 with a base hit, 1 with a sacrifice fly. 1 for 3 officially. He's also scored a run. In the top of the 9th, it'll be 5, 6, and 7. Same that led off the top of the 8th. First pitch misses for ball 1. Rodriguez with the pitch, and this one is upstairs. So Araz off the hook. Mike Davis can no longer win it. Davis charged with 3 unearned runs. Van Sickle with the 4th run. High fly, pretty well hit towards center. Estrada will get there in time. The ball hung up a little too much, and that allowed Estrada to keep on going back and then face the infield once again before making the catch. So 2 outs for Will Van Sickle. He is 1 for 3, an RBI double plus a walk. Kennedy hit the ball well, but got under it just a tad, and that allowed Estrada to track it down in center field. Van Sickle takes the first pitch down low. Rodriguez calls time, wants a new ball. Wind has shifted. It looks like it's blowing out. Looking at Old Glory over there in right center. See if Will can get one up and take advantage of it. There's the 1-0. And this one is outside. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bases empty, bottom of the 8th. Eagles trail by 1. And this one misses upstairs. That's ball 3. Still no rain, but some darker clouds are starting moving into the area, especially up beyond the center field fence. 3 balls, no strikes. And Van Sickle takes that one for a strike. Count of 3-1. Strike 2. Van Sickle thought it was outside, but the count was full. Three balls, 2 strikes. And Van Sickle somehow pulled that one behind him and almost got the Atlantis coach who was standing in the on-deck circle. You got to be way out in front to pull it like that. Another 3-2 on the way. Jorge Rodriguez from the stretch delivers. High drive, well hit. Right field, but that's going to be tracked down and caught by Suarez, who actually turned 2 different ways before reaching over his shoulder and making the grab. That ball was hit really well by Van Sickle. Eagles hit 3 fly balls, caught into the outfield. After 8, it's 12-11 Atlantis. Top of the 9th, 12-11 Atlantis. Dylan Waters on the mound, and Daniel Marinacci is at second base. Coffrin moves to third. And if we're seeing everything correctly, Josh Wharton has come out. So Marinacci will be in the number 4 hole. Dylan Waters did a terrific job in Game 2 last night. A couple of innings pitched, did not allow a run. That was the 1-0 game. Atlantis got the only run in the first. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Waters gets strike 2 on the foul ball. So that is correct. Marinacci playing second base, batting 4th. And Josh Wharton has come out of the lineup. A ball and 2 strikes. Waters delivers. High fly ball, well hit towards left. Lafferty will get there and make the catch. So 1 out. Strider hit the ball really well, but Lafferty able to track that one down. Had it all the way. And it brings up Michael Ray, who is 0 for 2, a pair of flyouts. Ray entered the game in the bottom of the 4th, got his first at-bat in the 6th. It'll be 9-1-2 for TBC, barring any changes. Huang, LeBron, and Coffrin. Waters trying to keep it a 1-run deficit, and he gets a pop-up. Gilliatt over near the dugout, but runs out of room. Overall on the season, Dylan Waters, 2 wins, no losses, a 3.49 ERA, and 1 save. Again, did a terrific job in last night's ball game. Just 1 hit, and he struck out 2 in 2 innings. 1 out, and the pitch. Ray flinched but held up. And the check down the first baseline, no swing, says the umpire. Atlantis got the first 7, TBC then got the next 11, and then Atlantis got the next 4, so it's been streaky. That one fouled out of play. Ball and a strike. Nope, make that 2 strikes. I forgot to mark 1 down. So 1-2. Waters a long look in over the glove, and the pitch. That one is in the dirt. That's ball 2. Dylan Waters, the 7th Eagle to take the mound today. Atlantis has used 4, and we'll see if Rodriguez tries to finish it up. There's a hard grounder, foul, down the third base side. Two balls, 2 strikes. Waters delivers, gets a high pop-up. Heading toward the fence, Van Sickle can't get there in time. The ball actually hit the fence and fortunately didn't ricochet into one of the 3 Eagles. Marinacci and Alvarez also trying to get there in time, but they all ran out of real estate. Count remains 2-2 to Michael Ray. Waters delivers. And that ball hit the bat as Ray tried to duck out of the way. So a break for Waters. It's still 2-2. Thank you again, Mr. Joseph Garcia. Thank you for letting us know you're watching, and I really appreciate the compliment. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. High fly to right. Alvarez should be an easy catch. That ball sliced away from him, but he stuck with it and made the play. So 2 outs. And Mr. Garcia, I actually do now work for MLB, but as a scorekeeper for the AAA Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Just a part-time gig to get me through the summer months. Count is 2-2. Oh, nope. 2 outs, base is empty. I'm trying to look at 100 different things up here. Elvin Granado has scored twice. Scored 1 of the 4 in the top of the 8th. The former TBC Eagle. First pitch from Waters. Hit hard into center, but that's Gabriel LeBron. Takes 3 steps back and makes the play. Granado's hit the ball hard most of the time up today. 1-2-3 for Waters. Eagles have one last chance, trailing 12-11 as we go to the bottom of the ninth. Brandon Huang will lead things off, representing a potential tying run. That's the number 9 man in the batting order. Gabriel LeBron will follow. Sammy Coffrin, the top 2 in the order. Eagles need at least one base runner. They're going to face Jorge Rodriguez, who's been brilliant in 1 2/3 innings. No hits. He did walk one. He has struck out one. He is the pitcher of record. So this is a win situation for Rodriguez. It would be his first if he can stop the Eagles from scoring. Ben Van Sickle is on the hook for the loss. But he and the Eagles hoping that is not the case. LeBron steps in. That's Brandon Huang, rather, my mistake, and a foul tip into the mitt. LeBron is on deck. Rodriguez winding up, gets the first pitch, swung on and missed. Swing and a miss at a good hard fastball. That's strike 2. Eagles never gave up when they trailed 7-0. The Atlanteans never gave up when they trailed 11-7. There's a looper into right, but it's going to hang up there for Henry Estrada, who has moved over to right. So we'll have to see who the new center fielder is. That looks like Lucas Moreno, who played all of both games last night. That would mean Justin Suarez is out of the ballgame. So Lucas Moreno is in the number 1 hole. Of course, the Atlanteans hoping they don't have to worry about that. That ball's in the dirt. This is Gabriel LeBron. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. There's a ground ball, fair ball down the line. LeBron rounds first, slips, loses his footing, then his helmet, but he's still going to get into second base with a double. So Gabriel LeBron almost had to get back to first base, but he was able to regroup and get into second with a double right down the line. That's the first hit that Rodriguez has allowed. Okay, again, it's Lucas Moreno playing center field in the number 1 position, and Henry Estrada has moved over to right field. And we have a conference on the mound, which will give us a chance to sort through the changes, and we'll be right back in just a minute. Coach Vasquez will stick with Jorge Rodriguez. With the tying run, standing at second base, Sammy Coffrin at the plate. He's had a good day. 2 for 4, also hit by a pitch. He has stolen a base and scored twice. Rodriguez from the stretch with the runner at second, not being held on, and gets a fastball by Coffrin. So LeBron looking to get a good jump, especially on a ball into the outfield. Second baseman is Justin Septimo. Now he gets away from the bag, and Coffrin takes one low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Potential tying run at second base. There is 1 out. This is the bottom of the 9th. Eagles need to get that run home. And a pitch to Coffrin. Tried to check, but he chased one and went around. Tried to hold up. He did go around. So it's 1-2. Mike Gilliatt scheduled to hit next, but R.J. Falco is in the on-deck circle, a left-hand hitter with a bat in his hands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Coffrin chased one downstairs. That is out number 2. Eagles down to their final out. That is strikeout number 3 for Rodriguez, if I have that correct. And R.J. Falco at the plate. He's gotten some big hits in recent games for Coach Copeland. On the season, Falco is 3 for 9 with a couple of ribbies. Tying run at second, 2 outs. Falco fouls off the first pitch. Gilliatt was 1 for 4 with a run scored and a stolen base. No balls and a strike. Falco swings and fouls this one back. Might have pulled his head a little bit. Now with 2 strikes, really needs to protect. Daniel Marinacci hoping for an opportunity. He's in the on-deck circle. 2 strikes on Falco. Looper into center, but that ball is caught by Moreno, and that's the ball game. Final score, Atlantis University 12, Trinity Baptist College 11. A 4-run 8th inning brought the Atlanteans back from a 3-run deficit to give them the win and the sweep of the 3-game series. Jorge Rodriguez is the winning pitcher. He is now 1-1. Ben Van Sickle takes the loss, his second of the year. Atlantis is now 22-7 on the season, and the Eagles are 9-21. Well, that's going to do it for us here. The next home games for TBC Eagles baseball, April 21st and 22nd, a 3-game series against South Region rival Toccoa Falls College. We're going to Thomas University this coming Tuesday. Atlantis will play United International College in their next 2 ball games on 2 different days, April 11th and April 14th. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on TBC Eagles. For Coach John Copeland, Athletic Director John D. Jones, my son Dean working the camera for us here today. I'm